Hello, Wanderers. Welcome back to our Crusader Kings 3 roleplay series following Ivar Twistfoot, the Wandering Skald. And in that last episode, we had done quite a bit of traveling around Navarra in particular, where Ordonu revealed himself to be the heir to Alfonso III, though he has decided to continue with us in our journeys for although he probably harbors some level of ambition towards reclaiming his father's name, he's not necessarily an ambitious character, and he is a poet himself. So I think that there's probably just like a little bit of feeling within him of the legacy that is lost, but ultimately he isn't the type of character who is desperate to reclaim that. He has found some peace, I think, in traveling with Ivar and in his own journey as a poet and as a traveler. And so he's decided to continue with us for now, but I imagine that things will change. I would like to find a wife for him relatively soon, but we're going to have to find an opportunity for that within the camp. We did have some new characters join us as we were about to journey to visit the monument here, the Great Walls of Toledo, I believe it is. Yeah, the city walls of Toledo, originally built by the Romans. We had some people join us, particularly those two nuns who have decided to journey with us here. I imagine that the nuns, Sister Sisanada, and who's the other one? And Sister. Where are we here? Oh, yeah, Sister Anglesa. I imagine that both of them joined us because they were probably, I don't know, maybe sent to do some sort of work in a convent here, because these lands on the border are probably, a larger mixture of Christians and Muslims in these lands. So they're probably being sent on a mission to a convent here or something along those lines. So they're traveling with Ivar for protection. And that makes sense. I mean, Ivar is getting a name for himself as a traveler and probably as a relatively, honorable man. And so that kind of makes sense. We have picked up some other people along our way too. We ran into a traveler of a great, shall we say, great proportion here in Artivan Bukharakuda. Indeed, he is from very far away. He's a Sogdian man. If you're not sure where that culture hails from, it's way over here. So he's come a long way, this man. He is quite a traveler himself. And as you can see here, we're employing him as our chief cook. And that's because this man likes food, he likes wine, and he likes women like no other man can claim to. He is accused of decadence for such things, but, he's a comfort eater, he's lustful, he's gluttonous, he's greedy, but he knows how to spin a tale. And, over the journeys that he's had, I imagine he's learned more than a few recipes, which, as you can see, he's probably tested out on himself. And we are going to make good use of that. And I imagine that we should have some, you know, uh, interesting tales to hear from him. And perhaps he will spur us towards further journeys once we are kind of done with Iberia here. And I would like to go on a long journey with Ivar before he gets too old, and then maybe he returns here to Iberia. But that's probably not going to happen just yet. We're still relatively young. We've just turned 30. But yeah, maybe in our 30s at some point we're going to go. I think Ivar would certainly like to see Rome for sure, because, he's now converted to Mozarabic. And probably Constantinople as well. But then who knows what beyond that, maybe he would like to go and see Baghdad or even further afield. That's a good thing to consider here. Uh, we did also pick up another person here while we were traveling in these lands around here, and that is Isaac de Caceres. Probably pronouncing that wrong, but in any case, Isaac here is a interesting man. He is a Sephardi converso. So the conversos were originally Jewish communities forcibly converted to Christianity. Now his family were, or his parents at least before this, were merchants that traveled within Andalusia, and then they came into Navarra, where Isaac was intending to get an education. However, while there, he ended up getting a little bit of a reputation, shall we say. And before he was accused of anything that was maybe a bit too much and that could get him put in a lot of trouble, he decided to leave Aragon here in Navarra and ended up traveling with our troop here. So don't have a job for him just yet, but he is pretty intelligent, and so that will help us if we do decide to do any learning contracts in the future. But that's those are the new characters to our camp. So Ivar's camp is building. We've got 20 followers now, which is pretty cool. And yeah, we'll see how things go from here. But yeah, we're about to visit our monument, and flanked by his two nuns, Ivar arrives in Toledo. Approaching the Wilaya of Madinat al-Maluk, my heart races with the thrill of exploring the legends enshrined within its walls. I can hardly wait to mingle with the people around the city walls of Toledo, hearing their stories and witnessing their daily lives. I start my exploration keen to experience the magnificent that this site embodies. Strategies, earthworks, tactics, it's all of interest. We will gain martial skill from this activity. Or I wonder what goes on behind the scene. Martial skill. Oh man, look at our diplomacy is amazing. Do we want to go martial or intrigue here? I feel like Ivar. That's actually a good question. We'll gain intrigue skill from the activity. I feel like Ivar isn't necessarily the most intrigue type person. But he's also not like a war type person. So I feel like, you know what? The reason why I'm going to go with the martial one is simply because Ivar is a man who seeks to tell the tale of great warriors and heroes and all those types of people. And so I think he would be interested in hearing of the great Roman generals that built this place and that fought in these lands. And so I think that makes the most sense. Either could have made sense, but apparently Constanza stopped the pickpocket. Well, thanks, Constanza. She might be an evil bee, but she is certainly helpful. Cats are everywhere around these parts. There's not a corner, nook, or cranny without a sleeping cat therein. There are even cats sleeping in their shade of the battlements of the city wall of Toledo. Oh, just plenty of cats here. Question, cat or a dog person? I'm split between both. Suddenly, a sprightly kitten nestles its way past my legs, almost beckoning me towards an alley I didn't see before. How curious. The locals love their cats, so I will feed them all. Oh, I love the cultural acceptance boosts here. They wouldn't miss just one kid. Oh, we could gain a pet cat, though. Well, that would be kind of adorable, actually, though. The character enjoys the company of a feline companion. And you know what? We've got these, like, 2 kids. Maybe we bring a pet cat. We bring a kitten back for our children. I think that's just so fitting. There we go. Did Constanza stop another pickpocket? The cat. Oh. As the cat rests on my lap, contentedly purring, I wonder what I should name her. Something historical, something alluding to her orange fur. Something to describe the soothing feeling I experience when I scratch behind her ear. Oh, I know. I will name her... we can name her after this place. But you know what? I'm going to name the cat. So I think Ivar has heard of some of the great Roman leaders of old. And so I think that he's going to name... he's asked for the tales of these great Romans. And I think he's going to name her after one of the greatest Romans. And so we will name the cat Octavian. There we go. Finally, oh, and look at this. Acceptance between the Norse and Andalusians has been increased. From what? Curious mingle. We mingle with the locals. Finally, seeing the stately construction ignites a spark in my heart, beckoning me to explore. Encircling the historic city, the formidable walls of Toledo stand as a testament to its story's past. These ramparts, a blend of Roman, Visigothic, and Moorish design, are a source of pride and security for the residents within. I shall mingle with the locals, or I am here to be seen. No, this time we'll mingle with the locals. There we go, boosting that cultural acceptance around here. Boosting it up even some more. In a corner of the market, I spot a gate with a sign stating Saib Jatir, the miracle worker, barber and surgeon. With a long line of people queuing outside, it seems to be a very popular place. Upon closer inspection, I see a man cutting hair with a swiftness and precision I've never seen before. Dull and tangled messes transforming into the most glossy and luscious locks imaginable. Give me a true Tulatea style cut, then join me. Your hairstyle will change for 6 months. Saib Jatir joins the camp. Oh, this is so cool, actually. He will be recruited. He joins the. Oh yeah, we got to do this one, right? Surely. All right, what's our hairstyle gonna look like here? Oh, it probably isn't gonna show because I've set one custom here. But it's gonna do the Carolingian bowl. That doesn't seem like a. It said luscious locks, you know. So what are some luscious locks? Oh, what about that long windswept? Maybe a trim up for the beard as well. Let's see. I do like changing the characters. You know, looks every now and then. Let's go with. Oh yeah, no, yeah, that could be. That could be all right. Oh, maybe like that. I do this all the time as well. Just making sure the characters look pretty cool, in my opinion, anyway. So I think we'll go with one of these nice trimmed up beards over here. So yeah, let's go with this. There we go. Because now he's got his new luscious locks as they are. Ivar likes to change his look every now and then. And he certainly does look a little bit more like, somebody from the region now, although he's, still got his Norse, Scandinavian coloring here. But, this has a little bit, his hairstyle certainly looks a little bit more from the region now. As I walk the grounds, I spot a peculiar marking on one of the walls making up the city walls of Toledo. It is pristine, untouched, and in clear view of passers-by, just waiting for someone to externalize their name. I glance down to see a chisel-like stone beckoning me. Ivar, friend of the Andalusians, walked here. Well, it'd be a shame for people not to remember my name. I'd rather stay anonymous. Okay, well, I will just say, nobody in real life ever do this. Defacing historical monuments is horrible. However, Ivar is not a modern man, and, perhaps Ivar's name will be one of the ones that people in our time will find marked into the city walls of Toledo. If you live in Toledo, see if you can find the marking here. So there we go. Oh, and we've had another son, Gilbjorn. Oh, should we name the son after our father, perhaps? Count Olafir? That could be good. Or what about after Juliana's father, Lucidio? Maybe. Yeah, let's name him Lucidio. Or Luki. Maybe there's like a Norse translation of this. If somebody can think of one, let me know in the comments below what you think like a Norse version of Lucidio would be. So we'll go and change it in between episodes there. My wife talked to some archers. Okay, interesting. The time has come to pack my things and head back home. I've wandered the city grounds of Toledo and seen many sights, made notes and drawings, and met with the local Andalusians. I do not believe I will forget this journey anytime soon. Farewell, the city walls of Toledo. Farewell, beautiful Tule Tula. I must never forget what I learned here. Our martial increases by 2. There we go, 11. Not too bad. Alright, finish the monument expedition. Not the hugest bonuses, but you actually get some cool thing. I mean, let's see what the cultural They're Andalusian. Cultural acceptance, boom, 16%. How are we looking with the Castilians? 13%. Aster Leonese, 13. Yeah, 13 all around over here. So, the Norse are starting to kind of intermingle with the local cultures. And Ivar has no small part of that. He is kind of an ambassador for the Norse people in some way. All right, we're going to return over here back to Tarragona. And danger. This is fine. Behir seems to be not doing quite so good. We should let him rest and recover fully. I think I know a cure. Mistress Juliana, she can treat him. That's what she's here for. All right, and our new camp is finished just as we arrive over here. We've got a decent amount of money, so we should be able to build something new here. Unlocks? Okay, so I want to unlock a new job if we can. We probably don't need proving grounds. Doesn't really make sense. Camp perimeter, maybe. Could be. I mean, it could be useful for sure. Internal buildings, good sighting. Fixed layout. Do any of these offer jobs? Extra watches, palisade builders, ditch digging. Okay, so we don't get any new jobs from camp perimeter. Baggage train. Do we really need a baggage train? I mean, pretty good jobs here though. Let's see. Head groom. Oh, okay. This one's got options for some cool jobs, I guess. Let's see. Yeah. What do we got here? Start from the bottom. Private tents. Thrifting aesthetics. Expert negotiators. Yeah, you know what? Let's get the baggage train. I think that one's gonna be pretty cool. Oh god, there's an army sieging this city that we're in. Maybe let's head over to Barcelona, because I probably do want to take this job. To escort an emissary here. Not sure where they're gonna ask us to go, but... Oh, nice, and we got another perk. Far and wide. Your fame is increased for every holding you visit, or your children have a chance to gain prowess and the traveler trait. Yeah, sure. Let's see. Did they gain it? I don't know if it takes a while or something, but either way, let's head over to... Well, actually, we probably don't even need to do that, because if we take the job, it's going to do that. I mean, the pay is good, and, I think Ivar is willing to do a little bit of traveling here. Oh, and this is perfect, because it's actually keeping us within Iberia, so I actually just want us to travel to Saracusta, which is, I believe, Zaragoza? I believe that makes sense, right? Greetings, adventurer, speaks an envoy. Many are the roads of this world, and treacherous. If you work for Barcelona, my liege would pay you handsomely. Well, all of my camps shall travel to Saracusta. And yeah, let's go and do that. Do we need to manage any danger? Probably. Let's purchase the wilderness kit, and that should be fine. Maybe we scout for talent, or do we want to hire a cultural ambassador? I don't like to get all the characters from this though, because I like to keep our camp not necessarily lean. We've got 20 characters in the camp, but I don't like how it just hires like a new one every single time. It just feels a little bit silly to me, so I'm not gonna bother with that. I think we'll risk a little bit of danger, and let's escort this emissary for the good Duke of Barcelona. So there we go, getting our job done. I don't think I'm being unreasonable, snarks Artivan, my chief cook, as he waves an arm dismissively at the surrounding terrain. I know the channel member who made this character said that he hoped that he would create some drama, and well, here you go. Even in this rich forest, we can't take the time to stock up on some of the little luxuries that make our food bearable. I sigh, wary of the conversation already. I wonder which of us will break first. Yes, our provisions are perhaps a bit below where I'd like them to be, but there's little cause for such alarm. Of course, Artivan would be like, we don't have enough food and spices. Just double the beer rations and call it a day. Oh, well, that actually doubled beer rations. Everybody likes us a lot more, but except for Artivan. It's not in the budget. We could probably restock. Let's see. Just double the beer rations and call it a day. I don't think we really need the massive provisions, right? And I do like this bonus 10 years of everybody liking us a lot more. So, yeah, we just, and we've got the mobile brewers anyway. So let's just let everybody have just a little bit more beer. Sorry, Artivan. You shouldn't be complaining about that either. It's the job. The job not done? What's up with this? Transport. I'll have to travel. Hmm. Well, why is it not? Oh, you must go travel with the camp. Yeah, start traveling. Okay. I wonder if it just needs a second here, or if it's because the place is under siege by Navarra. My son Enoch is an unusually calm child. All right. He gets the trait pensive. All right, so he's either going to be a stewardship or learning type character. All right. Wonder what is on his mind. Learn the language, admiration. Duke Sunyer, the one I'm striving to emulate in my endeavor to learn Occitan, has started sending me correspondence. Oh yeah, that's because we're doing a job for you. Scribe, send back a word of appreciation. Yeah, sure. Let's do that. Ulfric. Oh, Ulfric Ravensblood has passed away. 50 years, not even, he didn't quite make it to 50. This is one of the most capable of the Viking warriors who settled in these lands, the Viking warlords. Unfortunately, with his death at this young age, he leaves his son Jarl Eirikur Ulfricsson as his heir, who actually inherited his zealous and brave nature. You know what? He might end up being a relatively capable leader if he can keep his realm from getting swallowed up by, Castali or Normandia or a resurgence of those who we had conquered. Really not sure why this isn't working here. Seems to be a little bit bugged out, so I don't want to abandon the contract though, so I'm just gonna see if it's because of the siege going on here. Maybe we're holding outside of the city, because bringing the emissary into a besieged city probably not the smartest idea. So yeah, let's wait on that, I suppose. Maybe we'll wait over here for a little bit. That seems like a smart idea. And then I'll head back, and then we'll see if we can get this fixed here. Fire and friends. Each night, one fire becomes the hub of social activity, and tonight is no exception. Look, all I'm saying, chortles Isaac to the giggling of several followers, is that poor Adolfo can't be blamed for accidentally drinking goat's piss and not noticing the taste. Not the first time, that's an accident, but the second, now that's a pattern. A chorus of inebriated guffaws breaks out from the easily pleased onlookers. Apparently, the double beer rations are getting people a little bit too loose, including Isaac over here. Join in the ribbing on Adolfo. He might not like it. Turn the tables on Isaac. Tell a joke. You know what? Let's tell a joke of our own. Kind of win everybody over. And we are the life of the party, naturally. All right, siege is done. Oh, apparently they're coming to where we are now. Great. Let's leave again. Let's go over to here. We're just fleeing this army that's rampaging around these lands. All right, let's head over to here. All right, there we go. Yeah, Saracusta is getting mightily sieged down over here. I mean, the city's... Oh, the Navarran king has died. It's now King Jaku? Or Yaku? Probably Yaku, considering how the J's are pronounced in these era regions. Baggage train completed. Excellent. Can we build an extra building? Head groom. Could be kind of cool. What else do we got? Porters, trackers. Oh, unlocks the huntsman officer. That could be neat. Kennels. Oh, adopt the kennel dog. Oh, that could be neat. Siege engineers. No, it doesn't make sense. Portable shrine. Camp priest. Ooh, I like that one. Loyal scribes. Bartering grounds. That could actually be good. Proof of claims. Witness officer. Probably not that useful. Ransom cages, no. Expert negotiator, don't need it. I think private tents. Wow. Well, I think we're gonna go with portable shrine. So that's gonna fit, especially because we have somebody to make into our camp priest, and that would be, of course, none other than Garcia the Old, who somehow is still alive. He's 65 years of age and not hailing, but oh look, apparently another cat is in the camp. Godo's got a camp. Well and good. We can make a request. Oh wow, we can make requests on all these people. Do we want gold? Do we want provisions? Probably gold. Could be good. Let's make a request from Mayor Gill. Maybe some provisions in this case. Or yeah, let's get some provisions here. We might as well be just making use of these, right? How much? Oh, 100 gold on Countess Ziri. Yeah, 100 gold would be nice. Or marriage. No. Okay, let's get the 100 gold. That's a lot. There we go. Making money. And Mayor Bjorn, what will you give us? 10 gold or 200 provisions? Let's get the provisions. There we go. Still waiting on the Herald one to use, but that's mostly because I'd like to arrange a marriage with Ordonu, potentially, if we could, but learn language success. Perhaps we should send a letter in Occitan to Sunyer. Yeah, let's do it. To the Duke we're working for here. I impress him with my knowledge. Yeah, what's the war that's going on here even? Oh, the Emir's wife has been imprisoned. What is it? It is a war. It's a clash. Okay, what happens if in the clash he's got to pay money? Interesting. All right, what happens if we... Oh, they're chasing down the army. What's the war score here? Only 6 for some reason. All right, let's see if we can go there now and if that will solve the contract. We'll travel without the camp in this case here. A little bit of danger because the county is occupied, but we should be able to sneak into the city, right? Hopefully this isn't just bugged out. Ins and outs. Surely we can come to some arrangements. There we go. Ah, there we go. Now it works. Okay, so we managed to find the camp of Emir Daoud ibn Muhammad, and now we're able to bring the emissary there. So, mission success, I dare say. And we have excelled at the contract. Yeah, because we avoided getting the emissary captured. Oh, look at this. My cousin Harold has honored me with a visit. Apparently Harold is traveling the lands around here, and we've encountered him. Well met, cousin. It pleases me to see you thriving here in these lands. It occurred to me that Elaine here might be of service of your camp. She is an incredibly talented scholar, the brightest I have ever learned from. I would make use of her myself, but alas, it doesn't seem possible. I would hate to see her great talent go to waste. Won't you take her in and unleash her potential? I like that the idea that Harold is kind of using us in some ways, even though, you know, we're a bastard lineage here. He is the type of man who understands the value of people, even though we are club-footed, even though we're, you know, not a great warrior by any means. He understands that we can be of some use to him. Who is this Elaine? Oh, wow, look at this. She is temperate, she is forgiving, she's gregarious, a Catholic Welsh woman. Oh, and she does have a daughter as... Oh, this is one of his concubines? Oh yeah, it's the one of his concubines. Interesting. All right. Well, if he wants to have us have one of it, all right, sure. And he'll become our friend for this. I wonder if there was some drama going on between Harold's, wife here, Thora, and some of his concubines. So he's probably getting her out of the camp. So sure, she can join our camp. That's interesting. I imagine the kid, the kid obviously is going to stay in there though. Huh, that's a pretty cool little event there. And now we've made ourselves a friend. He appreciates it quite a bit here. Well, that's good to know. Harold Fairhair. I will point out that without Harold to secure Norway, Sweden. Yeah, Sweden has taken it over, and not like this hasn't happened historically, where the two kingdoms have been under one king. But King Bjorn Ironside now rules both Norway and Sweden. Eventually, it will split, probably when his grandson's turn comes up. But yeah, that's pretty interesting. And then Novgorod under Rurik the Troublemaker here is getting pretty chonky as well, but that's going to break up a little bit into a couple different kingdoms upon Rurik's death as well. So that's pretty cool. And Sudrair under Jarl Ivar the Bonus expanding into the lands of Hasting. So that's pretty cool to see as well. Concubine has been captured by Bjorn Ironside. A lot of infighting and politicking between the various Norse factions here, which is still pretty cool to see. In any case, we have done our job. What kind of work can we get around here? Escort another emissary. I mean, that usually always pays really well. Yeah, these jobs are like less well paying here. This one's 81. Let's do it. Oh, this one. There we go. Maybe. All right, now this is maybe where Ivar's great journey is going to begin. I was thinking that we would travel to Rome first, but apparently we're going to be traveling to the court of Charles the Bald, or Emperor. Oh no, yeah, Emperor Charles the Great, as he is now called. Interesting. Greetings, adventurer. Many are the roads of this world, and treacherous. If you work for Kalat Tayub, my liege will pay you well for your expertise. I, Muhammad, am a most loyal servant of the Sheikh. It is his words I must carry to Montargis, the hall of Emperor Charles. Guide me, protect me, and ensure my missive does not fall prey to prying eyes. Yeah, you know what? Let's do it. Let's travel to the halls of the Emperor of the Holy Roman Empire here. All right, there definitely is some danger, so we're going to want to purchase a Pathfinder's gear and probably a Wilderness kit. And that should reduces the danger pretty significantly here. Yeah, let's start traveling. All right, so this is where Ivar's great journey begins, I suppose. Once we go here, it's just a hop, skip, and a jump down to Italy and to Rome and beyond that. Meow. I look and see that my cat Octavian has dropped a scroll at my feet, sealed in my caravan leader's Bahir's distinct style. Giving in to curiosity, I skim this text, for I do not believe in Allah. Oh, to think that he was hiding such a thing. Well, we're not going to tell his secret. He might be a non-believer, but it's not for us to tell him. So there we go. All right, so our journey is going to be taking us through the French Holy Roman Empire. Oh wow, and we're known for our dedication to our faith. Well, that's very good. Our camp is. Why is our camp stopped here? This isn't where our job is taking us, right? Let's see. Oh, Ivar has left. Oh, Ivar has left us again because his father has made him an earl, the Earl of Cheshire. Yeah, I mean, he is the son of Ivar the Boneless, so it was about time his father was going to call him back. And you know what? He can't avoid his responsibilities forever. So there we go. Goodbye, dear friend. We'll miss you. We need a new camp second, and I think we got to go with Ordonu, right? Ordonu has been with us for a long time. We've raised him well. I think he's going to be our guy. Our camp porter, Aaliyah, perhaps. We've got a new bodyguard position. Wait, I thought, yeah, why can't we have, what's his name as our bodyguard? Adolfo. Adolfo would be a great bodyguard. But for some reason, he can't do the job. We do need a stooge as well. Or we don't really need a stooge, so. Alright, that's fine. We can go to Montargus. Okay, well, where is Montargus? Yeah, why did we stop in Dax? Not entirely sure, but while we're here, we might as well go and visit the holding. Church grounds seem interesting. Sure, let's go to the church grounds. The church looks intriguing. Go to the church. I have a donation to make. We'll gain a little bit of piety, but surely we can donate here. Wolfgang smile as he leans over. Most gracious of you, my child. Who is this man? Wolfgang, the priest or the monk. I don't care about anything if not my fellow man. Could go on a garden stroll, and we're here with our wife, of course. Oh, we could convert to Catholicism. That would be interesting, but I mean, our wife is Catholic. But I don't know if we're quite done with the Mos Arabic religion just yet. I don't think we're quite going the full Catholic route. It is possible that after we spend a ton of time in the Catholic lands, maybe. But we could do some foraging. We could have a bit of a tumble with Juliana, but no, I think we'll just do some foraging here. Let's head back. Maybe we can sell some artifacts. I would be willing to part with. I don't think we want to part with any of these things here. No, let's head back. And we're, you know what? Maybe we could buy some supplies. And we'll get them for a good deal, naturally. Oh, but he smells our desperation. Unfortunate. Alright, let's continue on our journey, I suppose. Travel with the camp. Yeah, alright, let's continue our journey here. Not entirely sure why it just stopped us in Dax there. Strange. Strange, but not the strangest thing that's ever happened in one of these Crusader Kings 3 series. We could go into some ruins here, and I usually like to do that. The search is pointless, though, unfortunately. True aim, teeming with all manner of wildlife, Bahir and I agree that Bordeaux would be a splendid place to go on a hunt. While we don't have time to stay for a proper outing, as we traverse the area, I spot a pristine wild rabbit at the edge of the forest. It has peculiar markings on its fur, and I motion Bahir to survey the animal. As he spots the rabbit, he grins. What would you say to a friendly wager, leader? Whoever strikes that pristine fellow with an arrow wins. Alright, I'm always down for a wager. And we have gained the trinket. Rabbit in sight, we both slowly but purposefully move closer to the rabbit, taking aim for its tiny body as it gnashes away at a piece of straw. I pull my string and release as the arrow goes straight into the animal's body. The sudden impact launches it a few paces, then the tiny body slumps to the ground, motionless. I roar in triumph, and Bahir joins me in a cheer. Nice shot, he cries, as I dart forward to pick up the trophy. This was fun. Thank you for your money, Bahir. We'll use it to make our camp even better. So there we go. A knight errant. Ooh. Pierre Ramon. It is known that the people of Saint Junien seem to profess a special devotion towards their knights and their legends. My lord, the knight says, bowing his head, it is most fortunate that you and I come across each other at this crossroad, for I am in search of a marvelous fountain, which water is said to cure all illnesses. If you were to help me in my quest, I shall pay homage to you. Alright, so we've come across a knight errant who is actually very capable. I never leave a knight unattended. Really nice armor you have there. Sure, go on. Storyteller, you gain Care to share a coin? Weird. Join me and forget all that foolishness. No, we shall see what this knight has to say. The knight leads us to a small clearing. Careful, a beast, a guardian, the knight points at a stag standing between us and the fountain. Don't fear, I shall fight it. I'll distract it, you get the water. No, you shall make a fine distraction. No, I think that we will... I think we'll try to distract it. You gain Healing Water Legend for 15 years, and he becomes the owner of it, and he joins our camp. Alright, I think that we can pull this off, right? Come on! Your distraction works. There we go. Success. And we now have Pierre Raymond in our camp. He has 0 personality. This man has no personality traits. Literally no personality. He's just a knight. That's all he is. This is the most NPC of all NPCs. But he will be a rather capable member of our camp here because we can use knights. And so now we have a French knight with us. Oh, in the Battle of Tours. Nice. That is cool to see. Oh, and we gain a martial perk. Stalwart leader. Surely we got to take that, right? You can make a request to start a grand tournament. Ooh, cool. And our prowess is... Okay, well, suddenly, you know, despite the fact that, you know, we aren't necessarily, you know, with our club foot, we aren't necessarily built to be a warrior, but apparently we are a warrior nonetheless, as our prowess is now excellent. Well, that's just the way it goes, I guess. I would like to... Okay, we've got that now. So I'm going to boost up our pavilion to level 3. And we can now get ourselves a camp priest. And Garcia the Old... Oh, why is he terrible at it? Learning skill? Oh, it's because he's infirm. That's such a huge loss to it. But we're still going to put him in the job anyways. So, there we go. You shall be our camp priest. Infirm shouldn't make your camp priest that much worse. The impressive defensive structure at the peak of Vierzon forest is quite something. As I wander along the outer perimeter, I notice a peculiar person in the distance. She appears to be mumbling to herself, all the while stopping to crouch and collect what appears to be herbs of various kinds. It's almost as if she's talking to the herbs. Oh, wow, look at this woman. She's a mad woman, but Hodierne, we're getting all these weird French people in our camp. I approach her carefully as she looks up, various herbs displayed in her palm. I notice a spark of curiosity behind her eyes, proposing an unspoken question. So we don't speak French, but we do speak Occitan. So I imagine there's some level of mutual intelligibility between the two languages. So what does this herb do? We gain the trait Herbalist. Ooh. Now, we don't need a personal physician, but I would like the chance to become a herbalist. You procure some poison. Let's try it. And there we go. Oh, what? As if we got it. 1 in 3 chance, and now we're a herbalist as well. Damn. We're a wise man and a herbalist. So Ivar is... Oh, man, this is such an interesting character that we've ended up playing here. I really, really like it. Wait, are you pregnant? Is our wife pregnant again? She is. Oh my gosh. All right. Well, you know, she is delicate, so I hope she survives all these childbirths here. But clearly, the two of them can't stop themselves. I am brought before Emperor Charles himself. Wow. Brought before the Emperor. Ivar, you are moving up in places. You have come at my acquaintance Sheikh Abdal Rahman's behest? No. On what business? Muhammad steps forward. Worthy Emperor Charles, I speak for Sheikh Abdal Rahman of Kalat Ayub. But the message I bear is fit for your ears alone. Come, answers the Emperor darkly. We shall speak in my chambers. Leader Ivar, your service is noted. You may remain as a guest at my castle. Well, thank you. So we get to stay in the castle of Emperor Charles here. Interesting. You'd think that he wouldn't have much love for the Norse, especially considering the religious divide here. But I think Ivar is the type of character who can make an impression, a good impression on anybody. And so, yeah, maybe we'll take some time. Oh, I thought we were moving with all of our camp here. That was my intention anyways. But In any case, we shall continue the great journey of Ivar here in the next episode. That was a fun one. I've been really enjoying this series, and I hope you have too, because we will be continuing it on tomorrow or the next day or whenever this next episode comes out. So until then, Wanderers, thank you for watching.